So it's New Year's Day and I'm out for a wander with the camera. Straight outside the front of the chalet, I noticed this little icicle hanging down, and I got this shot, which is quite nice. I quite enjoy the translucency of the ice with the sun shining through it. Out of the front of the building, I wanted to get a photo looking down the valley, but viewed from through these spiky bushes. I thought about this one, but then I noticed this second bush looking a little bit nicer, with some red berries on it. And you know, I'm quite happy with this shot. Although it's a little bit dark, so then I switched over to my 25mm f1.7 and got this much brighter shot with a shallower depth of field there. Up the hill, there's this car park that I know about that has a nice panoramic view, and I stopped to take a few landscape shots with the zoom lens. This first one I think has nice crisp textures and good layers to give it a sense of scale. This next one came out alright, a bit brighter, but in a sense it looks quite flat. Transitioning onto the snow, and I caught this lovely little shot, probably one of my favourites of the day. I really like the colour contrast here between the reds and the blue. A short way up the hill I took a photo of the same mountain on a wider angle with some of the chairlifts in the foreground. It came out quite nicely as well. I really just like the shape of this mountain in general, it's kind of like a big bowl. A short way off the track I spotted a bunch of these red berries. I tried to get a little bit closer, despite not being totally sure what was solid ground and what wasn't. In the end, I think these shots came out okay. I like the little bits of snow resting on top, a little bit dark, so switched over to the other lens and here they are again. A little bit brighter this time, still, you know, it's an interesting shot.
Ooh.
So after a small misadventure, I got back on track and caught this lovely view along the path. I think it lent itself quite nicely to a bit of a softer edit. And then taking a photo looking back the other way through the same group of trees, I got this nice moody snap with the clouds just starting to roll in. I'm reaching the highest part of my walk here and starting to head back down. Just up on the left here I caught this absolutely classic mountainscape looking down the valley. Really beautiful shot. I thought these trees had quite a nice structure to them, especially like the tips, and I got this quite contrasty shot with the blue sky in the background and them almost silhouetted. It even came out quite nicely in black and white as well. Just as I was walking along I caught a glimpse of something through the trees, totally by accident. I'm actually really proud of this shot. I really enjoy the framing of the peak and you can see all the lines down it. It came out super nice. Same idea just up ahead with a different peak. Not quite as tight a framing on this, but it still came out pretty good. I'm quite proud of this one too. Then I pointed my camera the other way up the hill against these backlit trees and got this interesting shot where the forest has a bit of a sinister feel to it. It looks quite ominous. Where the next piece intersects, I got this funny mound of snow that I saw off to the side. And snapped this nice little image, which again looked quite good in just black and white as well. Off to the side of the piste there was a trail which had been made by some ski tourists going through, and I tried to use that as a leading line in this photo. Then I switched back to my larger aperture lens and I got this attractive close-up of some snow on the pine branches with quite satisfying background separation. Then started heading down back towards the village, and eventually I got onto the road again. I tried to get a photo of these snowy rooftops, which I thought looked interesting, but the whole shot came out a little bit flat, unfortunately. And down here there's usually a good spot to catch a glimpse of Mont Blanc on the corner here, but unfortunately today wasn't the day for it. So with the clouds just starting to roll in and pretty happy with the haul of photographs I had, I figured it was a good time to head home and start editing. My personal favourite image of the day has to be this one, but this landscape shot was a pretty close second for sure. Although I want to know if you guys agree, or if you think another photo turned out better. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. It was really good to just walk around with the camera and try and snap some different style images to what I would normally take, and I'm quite proud with some of the ones that I got. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next episode, same time next week.